and welcome to Dream in Faith,
a podcast for young women who are wanting to achieve their dreams without losing touch with their faith.
I'm Jenna
And I'm Sarah Peyton King.
And we are both singer-songwriters with really big dreams.
Really big dreams.
Huge. More than usual, today we're talking about dreams, past and present, because we'll be discussing what we accomplished in 2025 and where we're going in 2026 when it comes to our dreams.
This is going to be fun. I'm really excited.
I'm excited. It's also Happy New Year, guys.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year.
It's January 1st.
2026.
That's so weird.
Jenna,
I feel like
terrifying.
yesterday it was 2014.
I'm turning
it's just not
25. That's a quarter.
That's scary.
I know.
I'm turning 22.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Today's conversation is going to be really fun because we haven't chatted since you left for tour.
Yeah, we actually haven't seen each other.
So
in
tell
about a
me,
month.
how was it?
It's been so awesome. Present time, we still have a few more shows, so I'm really excited. I have had the best time. Everyone that's a fan of Avery are just the sweetest people, genuinely. And a lot of girls have mentioned, I do a meet and greet after the show, that they've been listening to the podcast.
We
and
love
I haven't,
you.
I don't know, I haven't told you that yet.
Told me that.
And it's been so sweet. I'm
That's
like,
so
no
sweet.
way. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. So we have some listeners, which is awesome, because to us it kind of feels like we're just talking in the room
to each other.
Yeah.
And we don't even really listen back to the podcast.
This is the first podcast episode we've done since actually watching and like hearing ourselves do one of the episodes. So we realized very quickly, we always ask the question, what are you doing this week to achieve your dreams? And this week I'm trying to say like a lot less. That is what my goal is for 2026.
Same. I don't want to use filler words and phrases.
Gosh. We need a like count video.
We do.
Even for this video.
We do.
Because,
we thought about getting water guns
and squirting them at each other
every time we say
but I realized it would just interrupt the whole conversation.
And we would walk out of here looking like we took a shower. Rachel would say, what did you guys do?
But anyways, tour was awesome. It was so sweet. I haven't really been on the road a ton this year, which was kind of something that I expected. Like, I really wanted to be on the road performing and touring a lot, and I kept promising a lot of listeners and people that I knew were in certain cities that I would be going to their city and performing, and then it just didn't happen. So anyways, this tour has been such a blessing, and I'm just so grateful to be out on the road with a friend like Avery, because she's so talented. You would love her show. Maggie loved it. Oh my gosh.
I'm really deeply considering New York.
Going to New York? Really?
Because that would be so... Well, where do you want me to go?
That's in 5 days.
I know.
Oh my gosh. That would be
well, they
insane.
said it last night. Somebody said, yeah, Jenna's have a show. And I was like, that would be so fun.
I guess you could stay with
I know,
a friend.
Stir. And
Anyways, but how was your album release?
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't here. Her album is out that we've been talking about all season.
So fun. I went to dinner with Jade and Fraser, Rita, and Callie, and at Great White.
All of our
we
homies.
love Great White, and it was so fun.
That's so sweet.
We just celebrated and talked and reflected, and what was so sweet was I asked everyone, what is the human experience to you?
Yeah.
And I loved hearing everyone's answers because...
Well, your album is called The Human Experience.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so I wrote about my human experience being a human, but then hearing from them what it is was really, really special and really sweet. And so, anywho, it was really, I'm so thankful that it's out. That's
Praise
why
God.
The creating process is so fun, and then getting to share it with people is just a big cherry on top. So,
well, looking back to 2025, what did you do to achieve your dreams this year? Yes.
Wow. So much. Actually, I think about January and the beginning of the year, I don't know why it starts in Utah when we were like together in Utah, because I was taking a class, my final, that one morning, I don't know if you remember it, I asked your dad if I could use his office.
Yeah.
he had the fire going. That was so sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, I took my course there for college, and then I started right when we got back a new job.
Whoa.
And I was working in a receptionist, like, medical center.
Oh my gosh, you guys will never know this version of SP, but she was working in this medical center, and she was, I don't want to say miserable, but you were pretty miserable. Like, I've never seen such a sad, like, version of you.
We've never talked about this.
Yeah, we have. Well, I mean, kind of
in the middle of it, but
in the middle of it, you were like not happy.
No,
and
I was
so
miserable.
It's so cool. The other end of this year, that wasn't your story at all.
Exactly. I look back to that time, and I was so thankful for the job because it was providing financially. I was learning so much. It was about taking care of your body as a functional medicine doctor, and she was brilliant. And so I loved getting to learn about all of that because I believe in a lot of that. And at the same time, it was 9 to 5 every day, and I couldn't, like, my office was in the middle of the office, so there were no windows, and I need the outdoors, you guys. It was pretty miserable. But I think about that, and then I think about leaving that job and really not knowing what was next. And then my church called me one day and said, we would love for you to be on staff with us. And that story was crazy also, because that morning I had been thinking about our middle school and high school students and how they didn't have, like, a leader at the time because the leader that was there had to move from the fires. And I had called my friend and said, if you were me, how would you start this ministry? Because she does youth ministry as well. And I told her, I'm not paid for it. It wouldn't be my job. I would just be volunteering, but I really love these students. And so we talked for probably an hour about ways to start a ministry. And then that same day that I had that conversation with her, he called me and said, I'd love to hire you. And
God's so cool.
I know, the Lord
crazy
completely led me in just my desire to serve the middle school and high school students. And so when he called and asked, like, think about it, pray about it, I was like, absolutely, I will. But this is pretty crazy because I was planning to do this anyway.
Totally.
And so then that really has been the last half of my year, that mixed with music and finishing the album and getting that out, and then starting to dream for what's next. So it's been a beautiful year, really. I'm so thankful for. And then also I moved to Malibu.
I know.
Which is so fun.
Yeah.
It's been a beautiful year.
I feel like you've come such a long way since 2023.
Whoa. Since 2023 for sure.
Yeah. Because that's when we became friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've come such a long way. I wish people could have, like, we had started this podcast back then so people could see how cool it is and, like, exactly how the Lord has worked in your life, because it's actually insane.
It's pretty crazy.
This year wasn't just your normal average year.
This was almost, it feels like a stake in the ground, and the Lord's just like, okay, we're gonna go this way and turn. And I love that I get to live in Malibu and be planted where the middle schoolers and the high schoolers are, and so much of what the Lord is doing in our church, it felt like I was removed because I lived 40 minutes away. Yeah. And now I'm in the middle of it, and I'm getting to be in community, just closer community with the people that live there.
But it's such a testament to you and your character and your heart, because you've been so patient and like sitting in the waiting. Like, someone said this the other day, and I was like, whoa. And it was like, while you're waiting in the hallway, like waiting to see like what doors open, what doors close, like just staying in the waiting. And that's just what you've done.
Wow. Yeah.
For so long.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's sweet. And somebody explained waiting to me. I think Bill Johnson says this. He says, waiting well and waiting with the Lord is like Christmas morning, which is sweet because Christmas. But you're standing at the top of the steps and you're so excited, but in reality, there could be nothing down there. You don't know that anything's down there, but you know that there's something down there. There's a gift down there. And because your parents or whoever's getting you gifts knows you so well. It's going to be a really good gift. And so you're waiting with hopeful expectation.
I love that analogy.
I know. And you know that once you're allowed to go down those steps, because for us, our parents made us wait and at the top of the steps until they said, okay. And you know that once you go down there, it's going to be so, so good. But you have to wait and trust in his timing that it's going to be good. Beautiful. So I have felt really like that in this season because I know God and I know his character. I know that when he says, okay, it's time, you can go, it's going to be so good. But I just trust and I wait at the top of the steps in the meantime. So that's been my 2025. What about yours? Reflect.
Oh gosh.
Go back.
Oh my gosh, my 2025 was insane.
Yeah.
So many
my goodness.
unexpected twists and turns.
And blessings.
So many blessings. Oh my gosh, start from the very beginning. I was writing a lot of sad, heartbreaking songs at the beginning of this year, and I just wasn't in the best place and was spending so much time with the Lord. At the beginning of January was when all the California fires were happening, so I was just at home, and
oh yeah, you were in Texas.
Yeah, I was just praying every day, being like, Lord, what is 2025 gonna hold? I have really felt like, which is funny because so many people would be like, what? But I felt like I'd wasted so much time in my career and wasn't being proactive in the ways that I could be. I didn't really know how to achieve my dreams and who would help me get there. So I was just in a really bad spot at the beginning of the year. And then all within January, I got a new team. David Kushner asked me to open up for him. And oh gosh, that was kind of the beginning of the year. And I was like, okay, things are, I had a breakup. Yeah. And then it was kind of the beginning of the year. And I was like, okay, what in the world is happening? Yeah. And then was on the road for a while. Remembered how much I loved performing. I hadn't performed in years. And so that was so sweet and special. And I had been working on the Only Started Growing EP. I hadn't released music in almost a year at that point when the EP came out. So I was really excited about that and genuinely proud of that EP. I think that was the first time that I felt like, okay, I know a bit of my sound. I know what kind of music I want to write and want to release. And I had a team of people loving and supporting this music as much as I was, which was so encouraging. And that was the first time I'd ever felt that.
Wow, that's really, and that's important.
Yeah, and at the same time, this team of people, I could explain all of them to you, but there's just so many different people on an artist team, but they were so encouraging in me speaking out on my faith as well. So this year we started this podcast and I started writing like in the studio more about my faith, which is so special. And I can't wait for people to hear what I've been working on and what's on the way, because it's just so me. And I don't think my music has really been representing me as well as it could have in the past. And so I'm very excited for the music on the way. But
it's so good.
Thanks.
It's so good.
Thanks. There's so many songs. At the moment, I don't know what the project looks like, but 2025 was the start of working on my debut album, which was really exciting.
So I have chills.
I know. I'm so excited. Aww. So all of that. And then I fell in love on tour, which was literally so God.
Such a dream.
So God. Guys, I fell in love with my guitarist on a Europe trip.
Hilary Duff. Wasn't
Dude,
that was the story.
Literally, Hilary Duff, Hannah Montana. Like, I could probably keep going.
You could be the one.
No, literally. And that was such a blessing. God knew. So random.
So random.
Straight out of a movie, not at all what I was expecting.
Not only not at all, can we tell the nail salon story?
Kind of, yeah.
You tell what you want to share.
So basically, we were getting our nails done before tour, and she was like, someone needs to date Richard. He's just the sweetest guy, the best. Meanwhile, I'm literally leaving the next day to go on tour with him.
I say someone, and I'm also thinking, could be Jenna.
And I go, no. Absolutely not.
No.
That's not happening. No. And she goes, why? And I go, no. Whatever.
She did not even entertain it.
Didn't even entertain it. Now look at me being in love anyways.
She came back. We got dinner. And I had kind of known. And she goes, guess what? And we just were girls and we started screaming.
SP cried when I told her we were dating.
Oh,
it was so God. And I think I'll talk more about that like transition for me, like more in the future. It still feels a little too fresh to like fully share, but it was so God. I just keep saying so God, but it was such an answer to prayer. And it's so funny how the Lord can work in ways when you least expect him to. That was kind of a time that I thought was going to be, okay, me and you, God, like I'm going to learn to be your bride and you're going to teach me all these things and the waiting of meeting someone new, and then immediately met someone that was straight out of a dream and such a man of God. So shout out to Rich. He's just the best.
Even in that, I think it reveals your heart though. I have said this to you, I feel like I've said it on the podcast, your heart is so pure, and so you were just sitting there waiting on the Lord in the same way, and your waiting season was really short.
So funny. But guys, on tour, this is so funny, every morning I would spend time with the Lord and I'm just learning to be your bride, God. Just learning to be your bride. Meanwhile, I had no idea Rich was like contemplating all of these things. What's happening? And in my head, I kept thinking, oh, he's really great. Whoever's going to end up with him is going to be such a lucky girl. I had that thought. Did not think that was me at all. It's so comedic.
Yes.
Anyways.
Okay, that
was my twist of 2025, if you were wondering. And the rest of the year, I did my first headline shows.
Yes,
they were so sweet, guys. I could cry thinking back on them. That is, we can talk about that more later, but 2026 there will be more headline shows. 100%. 2025 were my first headline shows ever, and it was such a special experience. The feeling that you get when people love and admire your music is so special. To me, these songs have been living in my life for years, and for them, this Only Started Growing EP was so new and fresh and speaking so much new life into their personal lives. And for me, I was like, well, I've had these songs for years, so I'm kind of tired of them. And doing headline shows and performing so many of my songs that meant so much to so many people just gave my music new life in my perspective, which was really cool. And so many girls after the show were so encouraging and telling me, thank you so much for speaking out about your faith. It's encouraged me to be more confident in my faith and to be more vocal about it. And at the time, we hadn't even been talking about doing a podcast, but so cool that we've even taken a larger step in doing that. And I mean, lastly, I went on tour with Avery Anna, and she is one of my closest friends, genuinely. And this has been so cool and such an amazing experience.
Oh, and you also got plugged into a new church this year, right?
I did. Yeah, which was so crazy.
So sweet.
At the previous church I was at, I was leading a ton, which I still lead there sometimes, but I've been out of town every time they've asked me, which has been a bummer because I really miss just being a part of a worship team. It's so special and sweet. But I became planted in a new church and I love it so much. And it's so funny because I knew that there was going to be a transition into a different church. Like I felt that that was going to happen. And I also brought that to the Lord, just kind of in the waiting. Okay, God, what church am I going to go to? What's going to make me switch churches? And then me and Rich started dating, and he obviously wanted to be planted at the same church, and so did I. So we went to the church that we now go to, and I just love it so much. It's the sweetest community. I grew up at a mega church in Texas, period. And this church is so little, not little, but it's smaller. And the community that it's knitted has just been so beautiful. The worship, the sermons, just everything speaks so much life. And man, I just really needed a fresh start like that. And I think I'm going to be at this church for the rest of the time I live in LA. Yeah. So that's really cool.
I went to the service once, and he is a phenomenal teacher.
Isn't he the best?
Teaches concepts in the Bible in a way that makes it so digestible and still blows your mind, which is so fun. And I love it. I love that you're there. It's
so special. Place. And the first time I went, Rich randomly, this guy came up to us and was like, "How are you doing?" And he introduced himself to me really quickly and walked off. And I asked Rich, "Who is that?" And he was like, "That was the lead pastor." Yeah. And I was so shocked. Coming from a mega church where the pastor kind of feels like unreachable, thousands of people in the congregation, it's just not realistic for a pastor to meet everyone at the church. It was so cool on the first minute at that church to meet the pastor. It was just really sweet. I hadn't experienced that before. So, and still so much love for mega churches. I love the church that I came from.
Absolutely. Me too.
Anyways, that was a really cool change for me.
Yeah. I think that was the sweet part about starting at my church too. The first Sunday I was there, the pastor said, "And if it's your first time here, I want to invite you over for dinner at my house tonight." And I was like, "What?" Yeah. I started crying because it hadn't been the case. And I realized, okay, this is a place where I can have relationship with the people that I'm going to be learning from and that I am going to do life with. And so it's so sweet.
Yeah. Church community is just the sweetest ever. I love our community.
Number one cheerleader.
Yeah. Well, last question on 2025. Were there any obstacles? Like, did you have any expectations?
A million.
that you had for 2025 that weren't met?
I kind of shared how I started in the receptionist job, and then I really didn't know what I was going to be doing. And I still wake up sometimes and say, "Lord, what am I doing?" I think, honestly, this has just been a year of trusting in the Lord and taking each step. I think that, I thought this album was going to be released in March. That was my plan. And then it kept getting delayed and kept getting delayed. And I know now, looking back, there was so much that I learned about really sitting with a project and trusting in the Lord's timing, almost going back to waiting, really, that it is his perfect timing. And I don't have to know why. I won't ever really know why. And I have to be okay with that. And when things aren't happening the way that I want them to surrender them. And when people say no, or people say, "I'm going to have to wait, you're going to have to wait 3 weeks," I have to be okay with that. And just trusting in the Lord's timing and everything.
For sure.
And I think too, I learned a lot about the mystery, and I'm learning a lot now about the mystery of following the Lord, and how there are things that we don't know and we won't understand. Because realistically, I would love to be able to write and release music full time. That's what I want to do. I love the job that I have at the church, but I looked at my boss this week actually and said, if for payroll purposes and financial reasons you have to take me off payroll, do it. I really, and he was like, "What would you do?" And I said, "I'll figure it out." I think I've never been afraid of money. It's not something that has really ever been in control of me. And so, and at the same time, I would love for that to be how I can provide for myself, just writing and releasing music. And I think I want to do live shows. I'm still figuring that out. I don't know yet. That's something I kind of enjoy it, but it's not the thing that I love the most. You know, I love creating and writing and coming up with visuals. But you also love leading. Oh yeah, I love leading worship. Absolutely. I want to do that for forever.
But performing is a completely different.
It's so different. And so, yeah, I think that's one thing, one expectation, I guess, is I'm like, Lord, when will, I guess, financially, or what will financially be the thing that provides for me? And I guess I'm just still sitting in the mystery of that, of I'm not sure, but I lean in every day and ask the Lord to guide and lead and show me more of what that looks like. And he really is revealing. I think I'm letting go of expectations that I had put on my art for it to be something, and I'm really leaning in and just asking the Lord to give me deeper revelation and show me, okay, this is not my thing, this is your thing, and so how have you created me to do it? And if that's writing songs for the church, then I want to full into that, push and really press into that completely and write for songs for my church. If that's writing songs in the way that this album was, where it's a little more ambiguous, then I want to do that. So I think that answers your question. It's still, I'm leaning into the mystery of, what is this? What are we doing?
That's fair.
What about you?
I think I had quite a few expectations for 2025, which is, in a way, expecting something to happen is one thing, but having a goal and a dream for a year, I feel like that's more so what it was. There were a few things that I was not at all expecting. I think that was more so of my 2025. I don't know about you guys, but I got thrown for 180 after 180. And there were just, I kind of already previously shared what my 2025 was, but a lot of unexpected things happened. And overall, my biggest blessing was falling in love again. Like, I really feel like Rich has helped me fall back in love with music in a way that I wasn't in love with music before. And so that has really helped me with the songwriting process and performing and just enjoying being on the road and doing everything, because I kind of get to do everything with him, which is so sweet and such a blessing, and I could do it forever. He's just the best, and that was one thing I really wasn't expecting. And switching teams was not something I was expecting either. I still have the same label, but the people that were managing my project changed, and they have been ultimately such a blessing and have helped me daily. And Rachel, my day-to-day, is just the best. I love her so much. And those were just quite a few people that changed my 2025. So they kind of gave me hope for the years to come. And I think my expectations were set to the right place because of the newer people in my life that 2025 introduced.
I love that. That's so good.
Thanks.
Unexpected turns and twists create for thrilling surprises and new, which is so fun.
But I think every time that you do have expectations, you're going to be let down. I think the goal is to have zero expectations at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
I always have a goal, a plan. I need one. So I'm aiming for a target, but it's okay if I don't hit that number or hit that date. That date that I expected something to happen. But yeah, I would say 2025 overall, such a great year, but not the kind of year that I was expecting. I think as a musician, you're just kind of waiting for that big blow up moment where you don't really have to worry about money or studio time. And that's kind of unrealistic in a way. I think once you hit that mark, there's another mark. And so you're always expecting something new to happen, but I think being grateful and holding on to the gratitude that you have for the achievements that you're making is so crucial and important. So That was the main thing I learned in 2025, because
so good.
I had a lot of goals and aspirations. Did they happen? Not really. They did. I'm so proud of myself for what I accomplished in 2025. And that, I'm not trying to dumb down the year, but I definitely had a lot of expectations that weren't met, and that's okay.
It's okay. We'll get them next time.
year. Next year. Or maybe never. You never know.
Exactly. I think that
having peace about it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I think too, something I've learned as I've been reflecting on this year is that it's okay for talking about dreams. It's okay if your dreams change and fade.
Totally.
And something that you really thought that you really wanted, you realize, okay, this isn't actually something that I want anymore. And not that I've reached that, but I think priorities have just shifted and changed, especially with moving to Malibu and being so planted there. I never want to leave. And I think priorities and things that I really care about and really want to put my time to have just shifted, and that's normal and natural and healthy, you know, as you grow and things change. So I'm learning a lot about that too.
That's awesome.
Into the new year.
I love that. Looking ahead to 2026. That's crazy. It's literally 2026.
It's nuts.
That's insane.
When this releases, it'll be 1 month until I'm 25.
Wait, same.
22.
Well, not 25, but we both have the same February birthdays. Let's go. I love my birthday being in February.
I know. It's
such a good month. Sorry, just had to say that. Has the Lord placed any new dreams in your heart for this upcoming year, or any specific goals? Or
yes, I feel like I can't remember if I've told you this, but if I haven't, it's gonna make sense. I want to open a coffee shop in Malibu. Have I told you?
In Malibu?
Yes.
Like this year?
Yes.
Wait. Let's start filming there. That sounds rad.
No, that's the dream, Jenna. So, okay, are you ready? It's going to be called... Actually, this is scary, because if I say this, there's some accountability behind it.
There is. Go for it.
Well, I'm going to say I don't really necessarily know what it's going to be called, because what if it... Okay, I'm just going to say it, and if it changes, oops. Kiwi coffee, okay? And it's New Zealand-inspired coffee house. And this is the dream, okay? I'm dreaming big here. I want it to be pay what you can, so there's no set prices on the coffee. It is, so that way it doesn't limit people who can't pay $8 for their coffee to go enjoy a morning with a friend, right? Mm-hmm. And catching up. But then I also would love to incorporate coffee memberships. So somebody can pay, I don't know, whatever the membership price is at the beginning of the month, and then they have all their drinks for the month free. They just come with their card, and kind of like a Costco membership or something. Yeah. And then you come and you just get your coffee.
Well, it'd also be cool because then the people that can pay could choose to pay more.
Right.
To basically pay for the person behind them or something.
Yes, and that will be encouraged. It would be if you can pay for, you know, the person behind you, or
that's so sweet.
SP. I know. So
it's a huge
dream.
Huge dream.
But I want it to be a coffee house vibe, so that way there could be rooms for podcast recording, for studios, for Bible studies, for listen, I'm dreaming big.
Which you should.
I know.
That's how people get to where they are.
It would be a community hub for creativity, connection, building faith, all of those things. Coffee, because I love coffee.
And I will let you know if your matcha's bad. Trust.
It will not be bad. It will not be bad. So
I've had horrible luck with matchas this tour.
And we will lean into the New Zealand culture and way of making coffee, which is flat whites, and all of the pastries and all of that will be New Zealand inspired. So anyway, that's a really big dream for 2026.
Let's go.
And then I also want to write and release songs for the church. That is a big, huge dream of mine. So
2026.
2026. Those are
huge dreams.
Big dreams. And I would love to go on a date. I'm just gonna say that.
Any takers? $1.
Yeah, I'm ready to have a family.
$1. Why did I put you so low? I should like $100. I'm sorry. I don't know. The first dollar that came to mind.
That's only one of them. That's all you need. So that would be a great 2026 coffee shop, or at least like getting closer to opening the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And then releasing an album of songs for the church and going on one date.
You never know. You could be thrown an unexpected turn where you fall in love very unexpectedly.
Yeah, that would be nice. Okay. Your 2026.
My 2026. Okay. Well, what's funny is me and my team have already had a meeting of what 2026
That's perfect.
is going to
Tell
look
us
like.
Everything, Jenna.
And it's kind of scary because I don't know what I'm allowed to say or not. So I kind of feel like I'm in a I don't know what I'm allowed to say situation. But 2026 debut album. Yes.
We need that.
Headline shows. Yes. And those are my main two things, to be completely honest.
That's awesome.
In 2026, I will have my first album out ever.
Absolutely.
And I will be doing a headline tour.
Perfect.
I have been waiting for this moment since 2021.
Jenna, I'm so proud of you.
So, thanks.
This is, and talk about waiting and waiting well.
Yeah.
This is the year.
And more episodes of this podcast.
Yeah.
So,
this has been so sweet.
Yeah, those are my main two things that I know for sure are in the works. But even just this step in releasing an album is so huge. And I will also be writing and finalizing this album still at the beginning of 2026. So there's a quick turnaround, but I've got it. I'm going to do it.
You can do it. If anybody can write an album quickly, it's Jenna Rain.
Guys, no one has any clue how many demos I have.
There's probably like 600. What do you think?
Probably
500?
400 to 500 after this year, after 2025. But it's going to be a bigger album just because I started releasing music that I want to be on the album in 2025. So there's going to be quite a few singles that people will have already heard and known for a minute. So I want there to be basically a full, complete album besides the other songs that people will have already heard. Yeah. And so that's my goal, to provide new music for the people that have been dedicated and listening a ton, because it would be so annoying for them to have heard 5 of the songs and then there's only there's only 3 other new songs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And you have that many great songs. And so it's going to be a beautiful
And maybe
album.
a deluxe album.
Ooh.
Who knows? Who knows?
That would be,
that'd be so
I'm
cool.
so excited for you.
We're going to dream big. 2026 is going to be awesome. Yes. I can't wait for a Kiwi coffee.
Oh, I can't wait. Also, what's fun is when this releases, we'll be in Utah. Yeah. Celebrating the new year. Which is so fun.
Yeah.
We're big snowboarders.
Shredding it away.
We're really big snowboarders.
Yeah.
So, anyhow.
Crazy.
Well, fun.
This was so sweet. I missed you.
I missed you. Don't leave me like that.
What do you mean?
Tour.
We'll come to New York.
I know. I need to do that.
If y'all see SP at the show in New York, this is what got her there.
It is. Oh, okay. Well, should we answer people's questions?
Oh, yeah. If you guys aren't following us on Instagram,
that's
the
right.
Dream and Faith podcast Instagram, we are going to start being a bit more active on it.
Oh, yeah.
We're very excited.
Go follow Dream and Faith.
Go follow Dream and Faith podcast.
These questions are so good.
SP, I'm going to ask you one.
Oh, no. I'm nervous.
How do you stop overthinking and fantasizing about guys? I feel like that's a really good question.
That's such a good question.
Because that can totally eat at you and take over your life. Not to be dramatic, but I genuinely think it can.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Having a crush is a dangerous game, guys.
Having a crush is a crazy thing. And yes. So my story with boys, I've never dated anyone. I've been on a couple dates. And so I've had a lot of crushes. Let's just say that have resulted in nothing. And
Nothing.
Nothing. And it is a hard thing because I'm a creative, I'm a dreamer. And so it's really rough, especially when you see someone and you see potential in someone and you just let your mind wander to, oh my goodness, we could be this, we could do that, and this, and oh my gosh, their parents are so wonderful. And it gets really hard. I think that ultimately, as I've gotten older, I've also realized and narrowed down what I actually want. And I think that has helped me a lot because I think as girls, we have a tendency to fill in gaps that aren't actually with things that aren't actually true about who that person is, right? Totally. We don't actually know them.
You kind of create a version in your head of the person that you have a crush on, but it's not who they are.
Exactly.
And then your expectations aren't met at all because you created this false person that isn't who they are.
Exactly.
But it's so awesome when you meet someone and they're literally everything that you've prayed for and have wanted your whole life. And then you realize, holy moly, they're right in front of me. And then just like that, boom.
Exactly. So I think until that, for me, at least in the season that I am in currently with a crush and really surrendering that to the Lord, just saying, I trust you. I know that you have good plans for me, and help me also see this person rightly, the way that they actually are and the way that you've created them. And is that actually what I need and what I want, and help bring clarity there. And also this is so right up my alley. The season of processing letting someone go, where you're like, okay, I'm over this, I'm done, I don't want to like this person anymore, but your heart is still so involved and entangled in the emotions. Pray the prayer and say, Lord, help my mind connect with my heart. And this is good not even just for relationships. Whenever there's something that you really want to believe but your heart is having a hard time getting there, ask the Lord, say, Holy Spirit, come fill me now. I need for you to help connect my brain, my thoughts, and what I'm actually believing about the situation. And he will do it. And it's crazy when you actually surrender. It has to be genuine surrender too. That's rough, but actually surrender and say, I want to really believe in my heart the things that I know in my head. This is not my person. These are not the characteristics of my husband. I just really like looking at this person because they're cute. And so help these two things connect between my brain and my heart. And the Lord will do it. Okay. The end.
And we've seen it.
And we've seen it.
Again and again.
Again and again. Great song. Okay. There's so many good questions here.
Ask me that question, Jody.
How do you decipher whether you're following your flesh versus God when following your dream?
Man, I think discernment and having a close relationship with the Lord is so crucial with that, because the Spirit will just tell you yes or no. Yeah. And not yes or no, but you just have a sense of peace or a sense of anxiety with certain decisions or certain opportunities that will be brought up. And I think over the years of being in the music industry or acting, that is something that I have learned, and I feel very confident in knowing, okay, this is from the Lord, this is totally not from the Lord, but also that's because the music industry isn't all about Jesus. So if there's an opportunity that doesn't line up with the Bible, it doesn't line up with what Jesus believes, I'm not going to take the opportunity. And my dreams sometimes they adjust because you're given new, you get a new audition for a new role, or you get an opportunity that's so random and you're like, oh my gosh, wait, that would be awesome. So being in this kind of industry for me is so different than any other career, because my dreams are constantly shifting and changing, but I have to remind myself that they need to align with the Lord, and whatever opportunity I'm taking is giving him glory, and remembering it's just my story and it's not my glory. So it doesn't really matter. My reputation, I don't need to worry about it. It's all about Jesus. And within that, it's not necessarily, oh, God told me to do this, or God told me not to do this. Sometimes he will, but also it's just knowing the word and knowing your relationship with God, and having just constant discernment throughout your day of knowing what's right or wrong when following the Lord. And it's less of, I don't know, for me personally, it's less of, oh, God told me to do this.
Right.
And it's more of, I know that this is something that Jesus would want me to do.
Absolutely.
And I know this opportunity was given from the Lord, because it's so lined up with everything I've prayed for years. And based off of what I believe, I know that this is a good decision, you know?
Yeah. I love that. So much of following Jesus is a relationship. The reason that Jesus came to earth was so that he could have a relationship with us. And so really spending more time with him and considering him and everything. And also we have the passions that we have because they're from him. So I feel like if you're following things that you love and that you're passionate about while being in tight-knit relationship with him, it's from him and it's for him and for his glory.
And
so good, Jenna.
The reason that Jesus wants relationship is because he gave us free will.
Right.
We're able to make our own decisions, and I think he wants us to make our own decisions in a way. Like, sometimes you fast, you pray as much as you can, and you just don't hear a yes or no answer. And I truly think that that's because God's like, either decision is okay. What do you want to do?
Absolutely.
Because I care about you.
Absolutely.
And I want what your heart wants as well. And just knowing there's a peace in that. If you don't hear a direct answer, obviously, if you're debating something insane, maybe don't do that.
If it's
but I'm just
sin
saying,
or something.
Yeah. If it's, oh, should I take this job or not? And you really can't tell what the Lord is telling you, it might just be God giving you the option to pick what you want to do.
Yeah.
And someone really explained it really well at the church that I went to previously. And he started off his sermon with, God's not going to tell you who to marry. And life and having a relationship with God is similar to being on a highway. I think I've told you this.
I think you have.
It's similar to being on a highway. It doesn't matter which lane you go in if you're going in the right direction. But if you're going the complete opposite way, that's a different story.
Totally.
And sometimes if you want to switch lanes, God's not going to tell you yes or no.
Right.
He just wants you to do what your heart wants.
Right.
Because you're not making this insane decision.
Right. Exactly.
And he wants you to have peace in your own decision, because he knows what your heart desires, and to make that decision for yourself is something that God wants for his children.
Yeah.
But also, I keep trying to prompt, if it's crazy, maybe pray and do it a little bit more.
I think a great way to even look at, which I've really just this week been able to put language to it, is if we really, as believers, genuinely believe, okay, the story that we live in, right? This is this is his creation, right? He wants his kingdom to come dwell here. That's the whole point. 100%. We are waiting for the Messiah to return. Yeah. That is what we are doing. And so, and realistically, it is his kingdom that we want to come down to earth. So I get to play a part in that. That is so why cool. I'm here. I get to play a part. And so it really, when you think about it, it's really just me discerning and deciphering and desiring to have an assignment while I'm here, and what is my role to play to help your kingdom come back, because that's my goal. I want Jesus to come back. I want the garden. I want to go back. Like, I want to be with you. I want to dwell with you. I want heaven on earth. And
what
so
a good reminder.
Exactly. So all that I'm doing is to honor him and bless him and worship him and bring his kingdom back to earth. And so really, when you think about that there's, as long as it's encouraging you're crushing
that's a whole nother episode in itself. I just want to deep dive into that, but we've already been talking for almost an hour.
We'll do it next.
That's so good, because it's really not about us at all. And then, there's this new TikTok trend at the moment, and it's a video of yourself and being like, oh, weren't you so embarrassed that happened? And then it takes your video and zooms out to like the whole entire globe, and you just realize how life is so silly, because why are we stressing out about the things that we're stressing out about? But I love that. We should talk about that in another episode.
We should,
and deep dive into it.
Yay
This is so fun. I missed you.
I know.
We missed you guys.
And
again, this was the first episode we've done since seeing a lot of the other episodes. If we said like a ton, I apologize.
We tried
so hard. I heard myself say it a few times just now, and I should have had SP squirt me with a water gun.
But the thing is, I don't even hear it.
Really?
I don't notice it.
I can tell. I just go like.
No, you crushed it. Thanks. You did great.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, maybe we pray out, and
let's pray out.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram. We're going to be a lot more active there. Dream in Faith. Let's pray.
Dear Jesus, thank you so much for this conversation. Thank you for my friendship with SP. Thank you for the friendships that we're building with everyone else listening to this podcast, Lord. I pray that it brings together such an amazing community across all of these episodes and on everyone's pages. Lord, I pray that this would just encourage people to be more like you and to grow in relationship with you, Lord, in 2026. God, I pray that you would just speak into everyone's lives. And Lord, if anyone's coming to you with any sort of heaviness, Lord, I pray that you would lighten the load, Jesus, on their heart, and that you would show them how easy it is to dream with you, Jesus. I pray that you would encourage everyone going into this year that's feeling a little hesitant to dream, that has felt let down because of expectations, God. I pray that overall that this would just draw people near to you and realize how, the way that SP just said it, that it's not about us and it's just about bringing your kingdom here and glorifying you, not glorifying ourselves. And so, God, I pray that there would be some encouragement just in that today, and that there would be such a peace in knowing that, oh, we don't have to glorify ourselves, or we don't have to look really cool or awesome through the dreams that we're pursuing. We just need to do what you want us to do, Lord, and also what you've placed in our hearts. And God, I pray if anyone feels hesitant to go for their dreams, Lord, that you would be so encouraging, and that you would build a confidence in their hearts. And yeah, I thank you so much for this podcast. This has been so much fun, and I can't wait to see what 2026 holds for everyone. And Lord, through the ups and downs, the highs and lows, that you would be there for your children, and that you would remind them that you have such a specific place in their lives. And Lord, that we would just overall grow in relationship with you this year, whatever that looks like. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thanks so much for listening to Dream in Faith. If you liked what you heard, that makes us so happy.
And it would make our hearts absolutely sing if you could tell your friends about the show, or take the time to leave us a rating and review to help us connect to more amazing people like you.
Want to stay updated about the show? Follow us at Dream in Faith Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And if you want to know more about our lives and our music, you can find me, Jenna, on TikTok and Instagram at It's Jenna Rain.
And me, Sarah Peyton, at Sarah Peyton King. Dream in Faith is executive produced by our good friends at Mutual Friends, The show is produced by Courtney Blomquist and edited by the team at Resonate Recordings.
Until next time, have faith and keep dreaming. The Lord has your back.